Hi, Bill here. I haven't bought any for a long while, but obviously recent sightings in the UK of Wave 3 are coming out, missing out Wave 2 of course. It doesn't look like we're getting Wave 2 of Combiner Wars, and Asda has been getting some Wave 3 and they've been seeing them in the UK in Asda's as well as Forbidden Planet, which you'll obviously have to pay more for if you get it out of Forbidden Planet. But I picked these up in Asda, as you can see there. There we go, there's Transformers for $14.97 each. Obviously, I see Asda. Obviously, there's quite a few people picking up there. They're just the limit bots for Wave 3. They're not. Hotspot isn't out yet to next week, according to the Smith's Toys website. So hopefully Hotspot will come in, and of course we're waiting for Groove. Now, because we're not getting Wave 2, it means we're not getting Dead End in that. But obviously this is a repaint and remould of Dead End anyway. Or supposedly it is Streetwise, so at least we're getting this. We're getting something, even if you're not getting Dead End and the Stunticons, you're getting this at the moment. As you can see, it's a wee bit barsh when I was transporting it. So yeah, so that's Streetwise. So obviously that's a repaint and re-thingy of Dead End. And of course, the other repaint we've got is Blades, because he's obviously Alpha Bravo. You know, that's Blades there. But I'm thinking, if some of you getting Slug Slinger and to replace him for Superion, obviously since we're not getting Wave 2, we're not getting Air Raid. But you can order them online if you really want them. Wave 2. But obviously with this, you could, if you use Slug Slinger on Superion, you could use this. You could use Alpha Bravo as this, and it'll save you money getting this one, because it's just basically the same mould, but just a different just a repaint. It's basically the same, but just a different repaint. That's all. So using Alpha Bravo isn't the end of the world. You know, if you happen to have Slugslinger for Superion, he's Alpha Bravo's left in his own. You could use him for one of the Protectobots. It doesn't have the same paint apps, obviously, the paint colours, but it's basically the same figure. And of course, I don't know in the Stunticons if this is a repaint of someone. Maybe some of you can tell me. But again, if he is a remould and repaint of someone from the Stunticons, you've got this as a repaint and remould. At least you're getting this at the moment, even if you're not getting the actual Stunticon one. If this is a repaint and remould of someone, if it's an original mould and it's not been used before, then fine. But if it's a repaint remould, then at least you're getting this at the moment in the UK, even if you're not getting the Stunticon version of it. So that's first aid, as you can tell. Now again, they don't come with the comics, they come with the cards. In the UK, that seems to be a standard. I don't know. You know, this is Wave 3, so obviously Wave 2, if it were to appear, would just come with the cards, it wouldn't come with the comics. It just seems to be standard with the UK. And of course, the one that everybody likes is a new mould. And the original mould is Rook. And you can put the Hulk hands on him, as you all know. You know, because he's got these holes that pegs go into for the Superion, the Defensor and Superions. He's got the hands that you can fit into the peg holes here. You can give them Hulk hands. You know, the big combiners hands you can use on Rook. And you could probably plug other things into there as well. Doesn't need to be in Transformers, as long as it's got the same size peg. If it's in that hole, you can mix it up there any way you want. It's pretty cool. But yep, that's Rook. So they are out in the UK. Asda near me where I am doesn't have it, so you may have to go to a bigger area like a city or a larger town. If you live in a small village or wherever, you may have to go to a larger town or city that's further away to get these at Asda there, because like the Asda near me barely has any Transformers in, to be honest. So I had to get these in Glasgow, at an Asda in Glasgow, the city. So you may have to travel further afield to get them at an Asda there, rather than rely on the one nearest yourself if you happen to live in a small town or village. So, but that's them basically. Yes, Hotspot, like I said, will be out hopefully next week, and Cyclonus I'm waiting on. I'm waiting on Cyclonus. So I've let you see them there. Of course, you've seen thousands of reviews of them before, but I'll get them out of the box and let you see them properly. Okay, back shortly. Right, here they are in Robot Mode out of the package. I don't know if I've got the guns right. Well, from what I can tell, he's got an axe. I know that. He's got a wee gun. He's got that thing. I think that's right, but I don't know who's got the 3-barreled shotgun, if it's supposed to be blades. Because it doesn't show you in the instructions. I should have remembered when in a packet, but I can't. But if they're wrong, they're wrong. Who's holding the weapons? I think mostly they're right. But I'll try and transform these individually to put them in to the different modes, okay? So we'll start with first aid, okay? Here it goes. Oh, in fact, I'll clear the others out the road. Hold on. Right, here's first aid. Looks pretty cool. Turn right around. There's all the, you know, all the articulation points you'd expect for the usual combiners. Like I say, I don't know if this is a remold of one of the Stunticons, since we're not getting the Stunticons here in the UK, even though you could still order them online and get them that way. Obviously in the bricks and mortar stores, we're not getting them in the UK, I meant to say. But we've got these. So let's transform them without further ado. And use all the articulation points, legs move up and down, rotates at the waist, but you know, all that's for transformation as well as posing, as you well know. The wheels are just the clip-on ones that these waves seem to be doing. They're just clip on and you can snap off and just clip them back on. Okay, so firstly what to do is, we'll start with the legs. It's not easy to see this. That peg's in there, peg and a peg hole, so you unpeg that and you rotate this bit completely in, like that. See like that, you just rotate it and it folds over on itself, like that. And then you close it over. A bit like the, not too unlike the aerial bots. You do the same thing with the aerial bots, with their legs. Again, you do one side, you do it with the other. Unpeg it there. Totally push that over like that. It folds over in itself, and then close it over. And then you click them together, as you can hear, and we're nearly there. Now there's a slot in there, you can't see it, and a peg in there. It just goes into that. But we're not quite there yet. Right, arms. You lower the arms down. Hold on. This guy wants to be difficult. The arms are in. You can see you straighten the arms. I think it pegs in. It does. There's a slot there and a peg there. And if you can get it right, it should peg in like that. There we go. See, it pegs in. So, there we go. It just pegs in. Now the arms should fold down like this. Fold in and down, and there you go. That goes into there. And do the same on the other side. This thing keeps wanting to fold forward. Just push it. It's quite difficult. You just push it down. You've got to use a bit of excessive force to get that down, and close that. And you see there's a tab there. There's a little gap there. You just push the tab into that gap. Same with the other side's already done. It's in. And then just push this down until it clicks, until it's in. And that's first aid in his 4-wheel drive or 4x4 emergency vehicle. See, that's him. There he is there. I don't know, push this down a wee bit. There he is there. To store the axe, there's storage points on there and on there and on the back, but that's really for the fist or in his arm mode, or the foot in his leg mode. I don't know if we'll fit in them holes there. They're screw holes. I don't know if we'll fit in these, but you can pop the axe on there just like that. It's a bit stupid looking, I think. Well, really great axe sitting on the side there. It does actually fit in, but one doesn't want to fit in for some reason. We'll try and make this fit. There it is. See? On there. It shows you that in the instructions anyway. It shows you putting the axe on there. It does look daft with an axe sitting there, because there's no way you could open the door if that was the case. That wants to come out. There we go. So that's him. It rolls well. Just got the plastic clip-on wheels that most of this line seems to have. And there he is. So without further ado, oh wait a minute, I did forget something. I'll stick that back on there. See, that wants to pop out. I can take that off, I don't need that on there. One other thing I forgot to do, hold on, I'll get it. Also in the instructions, I know the light's fading in this, there's a gap right in there. I don't know if you can see that. The gap right there, and there's a peg hole right there. So you just push it onto there, pop, pop, like that, and you can push that down if you want. And that's him got his weapon mode in the top there. So he's got his weapon mode in the top there. It cannot swivel because of the way the peg hole is. It's not a round one, it's just a square one, so obviously you're not going to be able, it's not going to be able to swivel or move up and down very much. But it's just on there, and the instructions show that they go with it on. So that's that. So without further ado, I'll put them into arm mode. Right, you just reverse the order to transform them back into robot mode. You know that anyway. It says in the instructions just to reverse the order that you put them into car mode, and you know how to do it. I didn't show you why, but you just reverse that. Put them back into robot mode. Right, arm mode. A couple of things I want to show you. It shows you the instructions, not very good. You lift these up, and your arm can rotate round that way. Now there's a kind of slot there, and there's a peg right there. You put that one into the other like that, and same with the other side. You put that, yeah, push the arm back a bit, and it goes into there like that. See? And we get in there with arm mode. Obviously, clip the feet together. You push the head back, reveals the combiner port peg. You rotate that way if you want to. No, it only seems to go one way. See when you do that, because the knees are getting the road, so you can only have it going one way. But you can rotate it round the way you want a left arm or a right arm. You just rotate this round, but you can only make the knees go swing one way, because these knee pads get in the road of moving it back like that, so it just goes one way. But you can rotate it left or right, whatever arm you want to make it as. And that's Rook in his arm mode, and you just put the hand on, as you know, with all combiners. But now, make it a left or right arm. Actually, it'd be that way, wouldn't it? There he is in his arm mode. Now, because I don't have, nor nobody has, unless they order it online, certainly not in the UK yet. Oh damn, these things are coming off. Hotspot, the only thing I can put it onto, I know his official one is got Stunticons for legs and Aerobots for arms. The only thing I can put it onto is this, which is Optimus Prime. So just make him an arm and slide it on in there, and he's an arm. He's an Autobot anyway. Optimus Prime should have Autobots, but there you go. There's Rook as an arm for Optimus Prime, so I'll put that to the side. Oh, I meant to show it as a foot, but I can show it later. You just turn it into vehicle mode mostly for the foot, and you just slap the foot on the bottom. You just move that bit up for the foot to reveal the port so it can stick up the way. But you just put it back into vehicle mode and just move that. You don't unhook all the rest of the bit of stuff. So that's basically what you do for foot mode, and just stick the foot mode in the peg in the bottom. That's him. Now we'll go on to Rook. Rook's really cool because you can give him Hulk hands. He comes with his weapon. He comes with these. I mean, you can peg anything onto that. It doesn't really need to be anything Transformer specific. You know, you can peg it. Just get, as long as the pegs are that size, like that there, you can fit anything in there, even non-Transformer stuff if you want. Mix and match. But there's Rook. We'll try and transform him into vehicle mode. Okay. Right, here's Rook. I'll try and transform him just to vehicle mode. So the best thing to start with is probably the legs, because these bits and the arms fold over at last really. So again, with the legs, there it is there, you unhook that bit there and move it out, and it just collapses the same way as I did with First Aid and the Aerobots section. Oh, I forgot to move them down. You can move them down there, like that. I'll do that again. These collapse down like that, and just sit down there like that, and same with the other side, sit down there like that. Again, collapse the legs in, and they kind of half fold over themselves, that bit there, and collapse it in like that, and push it together. There we're getting there. Right, now we'll do the arms. You push them back. You push them back like that. Oh, you have that off the screen. You push them back like that. You rotate this that bit at the outside. Same with that side. You have that bit at the outside. And you basically push them in. Oh, right. That's what I forgot to show you. There's a tab, right, there's a gap right there, a slot right there, where that little circle bit is. And that, if I'm mistaken, is going to fit over something in here. Oh no, it's not that at all. It's not that at all. It's not that at all. Scratch that. Scratch that. It's that slot there. It's going to fit over. I don't know if you can see that. There's a peg. Ah, there you go. You can see there's a peg right where my finger is. See that peg there? That slot is going to fit into that peg there. Just rotate it in and push it over the peg. There, it should go on. That's one side done. And you do the same with the other. It goes in like that. And of course, you rotate that bit. You don't rotate it, you just push that bit down there, forward, slide it forward down, and it should clip in. Or it should, if it would work. If it wants to work, that is. It can be temperamental, these things. Pushes down onto that, and there you get Rook. Oh, head, yeah. You turn it around, and you push it there with the back of the head facing up the way. See, facing up the way. So, and that's him. That's the way his head's hidden. It's not very good, is it? So it just hides it. It's usually you get things covering over the head. And of course, you can put this on. Let's get the peg hole there, and I've got the peg there, and just put this on there. And there you go. He's got peg holes over him there, one at the front there. That one's for the foot. That one's really for the foot or the arm or the hand. He's got peg holes there. You can put things on if you want. Other bots' weapons on him or whatever. Okay, so that's him, and he rolls pretty well. And I know it's getting pretty dark out there. He rolls pretty well. Again, it's these snap on, snap off wheels he's got. So just to put him to foot mode, it's actually very simple. Put him to foot mode. Yeah. All you do is raise this peg like that, and you unhook. Try and unpeg this bit from here. Like that. You move the head up out the way. You push it down a wee bit like that, and that's him in basically foot mode. That's it. Simple as that. You put that on there, and he's Defensor's foot. See, simple. That's how it shows the instructions. If you don't believe me, go and check. If you have the guy, and that's it. It's as simple as that for foot mode. Don't know if I want him as a foot or a hand. He's supposed to go as an arm for Defensor, but because just to save time, you can put him in arm. In arm, all you do is extend the legs out, right? So it obviously has that rotating waist bit showing, so you can rotate it and angle it. You just extend the legs out and put the fist on, and that's basically it for arm. It's as simple as that. But I'll just mix up a little. I know he's supposed to really go as an arm with Defensor. It says in the instructions, and I'll just slide him into Optimus Prime here, and that's Rook in his foot. So Optimus has got a leg to stand on. Hold on, Optimus has got a leg to stand on. Okay, so that's that for him. Last one I'll do. Now, I know you're saying, but what about Blades? Because he's no different to Alpha Bravo, and you've all seen Alpha Bravo. He's exactly the same as Alpha Bravo. There's no difference apart from the paint up and maybe the head sculpt. The transformation is exactly the same. So it'd be I would just be repeating exactly what you do for Alpha Bravo with him. So you've seen him really, but you know, I'll just let you see the paint apps on him, rescue and that, and that's basically it. So you've seen the guy. If you've got Alpha Bravo, I'm sure most of you do by now. You know how to transform this guy to leg and foot and vehicle modes. So he's no different, absolutely no different, apart from the colours and maybe the head sculpt. But you know, he's got a really nice face. I'll try and actually see if I can zoom that in. He's got a really nice face, you can see. So there's no difference, so it's pointless showing you something that you've already seen with Alpha Bravo. So I know a lot of you think I'm skipping it, but this is going on for 24 minutes, so and I tend to ramble on, as you know. So you've seen him. I'll put him into an arm or a leg mode shortly, but you've seen the guy. I'll just show you off his paint apps. But basically he's Alpha Bravo. But the one I want to show you and get to is of course Streetwise, because as we know, we're not getting Stunticons, and so we're not getting Dead End, which I really would like. And this is basically Dead End, and a different paint app mould. I'm trying to make him do the splits, so I'll do this guy. Okay, I'll just show you shortly. Right, now on to Wise, aka repaint retool of Stunticon Dead End. Because you know, basically that. At least we're getting these in the bricks and mortar stores. That's what I meant to say, you know, with this at least we're getting the, even though we're not getting Dead End Wave 2, we're getting this in the bricks and mortar stores, you know, like Asda. So, at least we're getting it. His leg doesn't want to stay up for, he seems to be standing at an angle. Anyway, I don't know why he's standing at an angle, weird. Can't make him stand up right. Anyway, okay, how to transform him. I think the best thing to do is to rotate the waist. Okay, open these up. Now these are very soft openings. They don't seem to be clip on end, even though they're very, very soft. They don't seem to clip on. Push them in so it actually folds over. It actually, you know, that's what to do. Fold these hands in. That makes it better. Fold the hands in. Push that over itself like that, and close that like that. There's one side of the sports car done. Same with the other side. Open it up. I think you can rotate that in, but that also is very, very loose. It's just so loose. It's a little bit of resistance, but it just feels very loose. Fold that over on itself. Oh, mate, you do need to rotate that out. Rotate that out and close that over. If I can do it on camera, there we are. That's him. Now all you do is push the arms down and in like you do with, like you did with first aid. Push them tuck in the tuck right underneath. You can actually put them down first if you want. It depends what way you want to do it. Everybody's different the way they transform these and what bits to do first. So you can put the arms down first and then close the legs over if you want. It's up to you. Yeah, of course the last thing you do is push the bonnet forward, the front half of the car forward and down, and close over the windshield in that shoe in car mode. Vroom vroom. There he is, looking really cool. Granted, it obviously hasn't got the same colours as Dead End, but a nice sporty police car. You know, you've never seen a police car. Well, I think a few places have got nice. I've got a few countries have got sporty police cars. Obviously, in this one they don't. But certainly not like this. But there he is in his vehicle mode. Looks pretty nice again. Snap on and off tyres, I think, as far as I know. Yeah, they do look the kind of snap on ones. The rolls not bad actually. Rolls pretty well. And there he is. So obviously this is out in the UK in bricks and mortar stores like Asda. If you want to go dearer, Forbidden Planet on it. I think there's other stores that don't have in Scotland that have in England that have these. Seems people have been seeing them in, so depends on the prices. They will roll out into other stores eventually. I think in July we'll have them all in Toys R Us and other places, as well as Hotspot and Cyclonus, and hopefully we need to get Groove, because Groove will complete Defensor. We cannot, obviously, it's an incomplete Defensor without Groove as a chest plate. So he'll come out eventually, but I think that's, you're looking sometime around about July for that. But that's him in that mode. I'll transform him into his, what have I got left? I'll probably do arm and leg mode. Hold on, I'll do arm mode first because I'm going to make him a leg on Optimus. Hold on. Oh, one little thing I forgot. He's got obviously a peg hole there, but the foot hand thing, unless you put it in on upside down, which looks stupid. Oh, dropping the damn thing. It's going to look stupid upside down. You know, it just looks stupid. I don't think that's the right one anyway. Hold on, where was the right one? Ah, it was the right one. It is the right one. Unless you were hanging upside down, it's just going to look stupid. You just have to pop his gun on there. Boop, and that's it. Looks kind of daft still, but that's what you can do. Or, I don't know if it'll fit. There's peg holes down there. You put guns on. It's got 2 peg holes there. You can make the gun, put the gun in there. And it looks stupid, but that's the way it is. But it doesn't really look good having it upside down like that. But that's him. Right, I'll try and put it in arm and leg mode now. Right, I've got it kind of half transformed, right? That's him there. Hang on. That's better. I'm really losing daylight here. I don't have proper lighting in here yet. So you push them up. This is going into arm mode, by the way. And it sits up like that. Push that back like that. You move these arms up like that. Now, there's a little tab there. There's a tab hole in there. You can see it there. So you put these, if you can, into the tab holes like that. And same with this, the other side. Do the same with the other side. Goes like that. They kind of sit in there, they don't stay very well. Hold on. Trying to get them everything squared up. Try to get these squared off right. They kind of angle a bit. They don't sit in there very well. They do sit in, but they don't sit in very well. And of course, remember, rotate that forward. When you, if it isn't already forward like that, rotate it forward. And then of course you push up the combiner peg. And that's him in arm mode. See, it wants to keep slipping out of that hole. And that's him in arm mode, and you can rotate it. And he's an arm. He's an arm, see? These really don't want to sit in there. They do keep coming out. And there you go, he's an arm. Left, right arm, whatever you want. And that's that. To put it into foot mode, foot mode seems to be the easiest one, because I put them back into vehicle mode because it's easier to do it from that than robot mode. Because it's so simple from vehicle mode to do the foot mode. You just unhook that from the front again. You rotate that back to expose the combiner peg. Hold on till I get this right. That's it like that. You lift up the combiner peg up to fully like that. I think that's as far as it's going to go. And basically, you grab the foot and pop it on. You can have it that way, or if you like it that way, you can have it that way. But the way the